Welcome to the lesson on aligning print margins for your invoices. I'm currently in the JobMaster Pro main menu, and I'm going to click into Billing Center by clicking the Billing button on the toolbar. From here in the Billing Center, you can click on the Margins button to get to the print margin options. Basically what these are is they're specific fields that allow you to control the printing of these fields on the actual invoice form itself. I'm going to exit out of here just for a moment and click into the Help system. And when I click the word Align, or type it in and press Enter, you can see I get a couple of topics on aligning forms. Now this was taken right out of the JobMaster Pro training manual, so you can refer to the training manual itself on chapter 22, I do believe it is. This can be printed out. It looks better when it's printed out because this was taken right from that actual page. But the idea here is that when we look at an invoice form, we've defined the different areas. What is the bottom of the form? What is the pay 1, the pay 2? And all these in red are the different fields and areas that are controlled by those margin options. So when we click into the margins to define them, basically what this is telling us is that if we wanted to move the company name down on our form or up on the form, we can do that in one of these fields. So again, we can control where all these different areas print on the actual invoice form. And again, this is only if you're using our actual forms rather than the plain paper option. Let me exit out of here and go back into margins. If you printed that out, then you have a definition of what the different areas of the form are. So if the company name on the invoice is printing too high, then you can tell Cobra by selecting the company name top control here, or option. You can double click on it, enter a new option. So if it's printing too high and you want to bring it down 2 lines, in the value you want to put 2 in there, because this works on lines, adjusting up or down by lines. And then when you press enter on it, it puts the value on the screen. Now on some printers, you might also need to move the name left or right. So if I click on the company name left option and I want to move something to the right, then I put a positive value on there to move it right on the form, say 1 character to the right. So the top works in that you can move things down by a positive value. If you entered a negative value in here, like -2, then you'd be moving something up 2 lines rather than down. And the same thing goes with the left option. If I actually wanted to move something to the left more, I would use a negative value in here rather than a positive value, because positive values will move things over to the right. So using that document that defines the different areas of your form, you should be able to go in here and adjust the printing of all those major areas of the form, and keep doing a reprint on an invoice until you have that set. And then you might want to share these values with other people in your organization if they're using the same printer. The key is that we write everything for laser printers, so there's very little adjusting you should need to do. So I'll exit out of here, and again, I really encourage you to click into the Help system, type the word Align, because all of the forms that we have in here, you have the ability to do alignment on them. So when you click on the Form Alignment option or text, you can print this out for a full read on how the aligning works. And then you can actually set your own margins for this particular station right in the print margins here. Now, if you do enter values in here, and maybe there's only a couple of places you need to change, don't forget to click Save to permanently save these options. If you forget to, they'll all be set back to 0 because they haven't been saved. So don't forget to do that. Excellent. This ends the lesson on aligning your forms.